Hey guys, well, it's going to be a new Balisong video. However, the title might seem a little strange because it says it's a CL combo number 1. And basically, a lot of new moves, harder moves, they're not necessarily new moves, they're just new combinations. Okay, like for example the Helix. The Helix is a name for a specific combination of simpler moves to create a new move. However, it's not really a new move, it's just a combination of simpler moves, like I said. Same goes for Behind the Eight Ball, Charlie Chaplin. There's a lot of different moves that are like that, and basically what it is, it's a new name for a specific combination of moves that are more simple. And so instead of this is kind of a combination I've been doing for a while, about, I don't know, 2 years or so, and I kind of want to give it a name, but it's not really. It's really just a bunch of simpler moves put together. So I didn't want to give it its own name. So I figured I would just call it CL, for cutlery lover, combination number 1. So this is just one combination of simple moves that I always do. Now this one is not going to be necessarily hard, but it will be more dangerous. We're dealing with the bite handle a lot on this move, and there's specifically 2 different steps while doing it. That's really gonna, if you mess up, you're gonna cut yourself. Okay, so again, I don't recommend this for the beginners, or if if you're afraid to cut yourself, tape your blade up. Take all the precautions that are needed. How this move should look is like this. Okay, it's a kind of a it's kind of its own thing, but of course at the end it turns into an aerial. But like I said, you're dealing with the bite handle first. So let me break this down into smaller steps, so that if you don't understand from there, I'll break it down even further. This way, as you're watching the video, people who get it, they can move along to the next video and they don't have to watch the whole thing. But if you're struggling, the more you watch, the more in depth I'll get into it. So to break it down to moves, holding the bite handle, flipping over 1.5 turns, okay, and now the blade is facing towards me, so this is obviously a huge danger. Then I'm switching grips from like this, letting it drop to like this. Next step is to flip this over without letting the blade slide up into your hands, and then you're into an aerial. Okay, so those are the basic steps. So if you can understand the move from those steps, that's great. You can just restart the video from the beginning and watch it again. If you're still confused, I'll break it down even further for you. First thing you want to do is, again, you're holding it in this position here, bite handle towards you. That's what you're working with most of the time on this move. Pointer finger and thumb towards the middle, pinching it, like a lot of other moves. Now you want to do 1.5 rotations, okay? So coming around 1.5 times. Let me show you that again. 1.5. It's very similar to, if you watch the basic horizontal. That's 1.5, but you're coming back up, okay? So you're coming around and stopping here. That's basically what you're doing. However, you're holding the opposite handle, so the blade is going to be pointing towards you. Okay, so if you did the basic horizontal, just do that move again, but don't bring it back up, okay? You want to, again, start off with the bite handle, 1.5. But it's very important to kind of, I'm trying to think of a tip I can give you. As you're coming around, you want to almost lift your arm like this, okay? Because if you lift your arm like this and bring that handle, or not necessarily lift your arm, but drop the handle, the blade, as it's coming around, it won't come all the way up and cut you. It's going to just go like this and kind of stop and swing back and forth like that, okay? So 1.5. Now again, if you're tilting the handle upwards like this, that blade's going to come straight at you, and you're going to get cut. 1.5 rotations. Next is the changing your grip. You're basically holding onto the knife right now just by your thumb and pointer finger. What you want to do is let go of your thumb here. So we can show you this. Let go of your thumb and catch it with your middle finger. Okay? So, and basically that's all you're doing. You just got to be fast with it. You're just catching it with your middle finger. Okay? The next step is to bring your thumb underneath. Okay? Using this kind of this motion here to bring the handle up so you can get your thumb under there. Okay? Once you have your fingers repositioned like this, then you're coming back over again. And again, you want to tilt this downwards because you don't want that blade coming up. If you tilt it upwards, you're going to get cut. So let's see, let me start from the beginning. I kind of lost track there. 1.5 rotations, okay? Changing your grip, getting your thumb underneath, bringing it forward. But as you bring it forward, bring that handle up so the blade doesn't swing up on you. Then the last step is just bring it up for rotation in an aerial. Okay, and then obviously catching it, the handles together like this. Now the reason you're doing this with the bite handle is so the finished product, you're holding the blade like so, ready for action with the blade down in the proper, saber grip. So this is what the move looks like again, all together. There you go. I say move, but of course I just mean combination. So that's the cutlerylover combination number 1. Hopefully it wasn't too confusing, and you can have fun doing it, and hopefully you don't get too cut up, attempting it. So if you have any further questions or comments, please write down below in the comment box, and I'll try to help you out the best I can. Once again, thank you for watching, and take care.